Hey everybody, I'm Evan, and today is a sad day. This is the day where a lot of my babies will be leaving the nest. So, we're long overdue for kind of cleaning up these shelves, getting rid of some of these games that we don't play anymore. Basically, we kind of made some easy decisions. These are games that, we don't play as much these days, or some of the kids have aged out of, or they're good games. It's just they're not hitting the table like they used to. So today I'm going to be going through all of these games. So if you're going to GrandCon, August 29th through August 31st, which is this weekend, they will be in the GrandCon garage sale, and I'm going to be marking them cheap. And you will be able to get good deals on all of these games. Otherwise, I thought it might just be interesting to see what games are leaving my collection. So, my lovely assistant is just off camera, and she'll be handing these games. There are quite a few of them. I don't know how many, but let's do this. All right, so the first one, oh, this is a big one. This is the King Domino Giant version. This kind of was purchased at a time where this was the only one available in the store. We probably should have waited and gotten the normal edition, but because this is a great game. It's just this giant version is a little too giant. Like it takes up the whole table just about, and it just doesn't get played because it's so huge. So yeah, this one will be available soon. All right, next we have Spec Drops. This is a game that I wanted to like more than I did. And now that it's been sort of re-implemented into the Halloween games from Trick or Treat Studios, I am more than happy to get rid of this one. Next, we have, this game is pronounced Gunkimono. As you can see, this one is still sealed. This came to us from a contest, I believe. I kind of always wanted to try it. Just never did. I've heard good things about it. I think it was a re-theme of like a farming game. The farming theme might have been maybe more appealing to me than this samurai version. But you know what? It's sealed, and we never played it. So you know what? It's time to go. Next, we have Fog of Love. This was not really a game for us. This is more of a role-playing game than like a game. And we got this super cheap. Like it was clearance somewhere within like all the expansions are in this box. I really enjoy like watching people play this on YouTube. Like I watched a few videos and it seemed like really fun, but it's just not quite the game for us. Next, we have Mariposas. You know, this is a good game. It's just for whatever reason, like the time we only played it once, and the time we played it, we kind of didn't really grasp the strategy on how to do well. And it's a good game. It's a beautiful game. It's just not something that's super exciting for us to grab off the shelf. So I think we're just going to pass it on to somebody who will. Ooh, next. Oh, this is a big one. This is Now or Never. This is the third game in the Asrium series with Near and Far and Above and Below. And this is probably my least favorite of those, but however, it is still a very fun game. We went through the entire campaign of this, and it's like a big, long... the games themselves are very long, so I just do not see us going back to this one since we basically explored 100% of the story. So, happy to give this to someone else, and they can play through. Next... Wow, this is Munchkin. This has been in our collection for a long time. I don't hate Munchkin. I know a lot of people just really dislike it. I do like it. I just think at this point we're just not going to play it again. And I got a ton of expansions in here, like the Adventure Time expansion and like the Guild expansion and the Katie Cook expansion. Like there's a tons of extra stuff in here. So I'm going to mark this super cheap. So if somebody wants this, they're going to be getting a lot of interesting cards along with just regular old Munchkin. All right, next we have Hues and Cues. I really wanted to like this game. It just did not work for us. The problem was we had issues because you have to name two different things that match a color, and it was real easy to think of the first one and really difficult to think of the second one. So it's a decent game. It just didn't quite work for us. Next, we have, it's another Ryan Lockett game. This is Megaland. This is a really fun game. I just think maybe we played it a lot when we first got it, when the kids were younger. I think maybe they just aged out of it a little bit, where it's just not ever probably going to come off the shelf again. But happy to pass this along to someone who will play it, because it is a very good game. Okay, so next we have Sanctum. Oh, look, it's another game we never played. We got this from some people, and it wasn't. I wasn't really that interested in this particular game. So I don't know. I just think it's probably just never gonna get played. There's a lot of stuff in this. I've heard good things about it. It's just another one of those that we were just never too excited to learn and try. So let's get it into someone's hands who will play it. Okay, so this next one is Magic the Gathering, Arena of the Planeswalkers. This is another unplayed game in our collection. It came from like a prize bag or something. And I kind of always had intentions to play it, to give it a try. But I'm not a huge Magic the Gathering type fan anyway, so it was never getting played. So let's mark this super cheap, garage sale prices, and maybe someone else will enjoy it. Oh, this is here. Here we have Dungeon. This was Grayson's #1 game of all time at one point, where we played this a ton when he was younger. Like, he loved this game so much. We have like custom dice in here. We had like a custom dice bag. He liked this game so much. And then kind of years went by, and we played it again, and he's like, this game isn't very good. So I think it's a fantastic like introductory game for like younger kids into like a dungeon crawl or the Dungeons and Dragons universe. So I just never see this getting played again. So let's give it to someone who will. This is a weird one because I really like this game. This is Honga. This is a Haba game, one of the like more advanced or like family weight Haba games. We played this we actually didn't play this a ton of times, I don't think. It's a really cute game. It's a really clever game. I think with like the little action discs that I kind of wish some other game would like re-implement. Where, you basically you choose your actions based on how you rotate the disc that you play. I don't know, it's really clever. It's just not getting played these days, so time to go. Oh, this one. Okay, so here we have Fabled Fruit. We've played this game a lot. We played through the entire deck once, and we were going through it again, and I don't know, I think we just kind of fizzled out on it. Not everyone in the family enjoyed it as much as I did, because I think this is a fantastic game. But I think we've played it enough at this point. So I think it's time to go. Okay, so next we have the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle game. This is actually a fun deck builder kind of campaign game. I was never a Harry Potter fan, like ever. So I didn't really ever care about this theme, but other people in this family did. And I think those times of us caring about Harry Potter have passed. So this is a solid game. If you're interested in this game, it will be available used. So you're giving us money for this. So Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, time to go. Okay, this one kind of breaks my heart a little bit. This is Hostage Negotiator. I went all in on like their last Kickstarter. So inside this box is just about everything they ever made for this game. And it was not cheap. I played it a bunch of times and it never quite clicked with me. There's a lot of cool stuff like the campaign mode and all kinds of characters and scenarios and stuff. And then they announced a game in this series, or like a similar game that re-implements this, called Final Girl, and that was the game for me. I don't think since I've started playing Final Girl I've ever gone back to Hostage Negotiator. So hopefully someone else will enjoy this and get the maximum amount of all of the content in this heavy box. Well, okay, so here's Sailor Moon Dice Challenge. I think we actually have the expansion for this, because this is like season 1 and 2, and then season 3 was sold separately. This is a super simple, like, you pick a character, you get a certain amount of dice, and you're just trying to defeat the other person. There's some fun components where you get like a little lanyard Like ideally, I think you're supposed to like wear that lanyard at cons, and when you see someone else wearing one, you challenge them or whatever. I don't know. It's not a bad game, just not exactly like you'd have to have a lot of people who are into it to do like a tournament or something, but that's just not us. So goodbye, Sailor Moon game. Race for the Treasure is a very little kid game. Finn got this as like a Christmas gift or a birthday gift when he was very young. It's kind of like a very young kid's Karuba. It is not a bad game. It's just our children are way aged out of it at this point. I think it's fun. I think a certain age group would really enjoy this. Here is Formosa Tea. This is the first edition, and the reason I'm getting rid of this really good game is that I have the second edition. Since I knew I was going to be getting rid of my first edition, I ordered the upgrade pack, so someone is going to really enjoy this game. It's fantastic, and it has the upgrade pack to upgrade to the second edition. And hopefully I can get this into someone's hands who will enjoy it. Boy, so this is something. This is Untold, what is this called? Untold Adventures Await. This is a role-playing game designed for like families or younger kids, and it uses the Rory story cubes. In fact, we have the Batman story cubes and the Adventure Time story cubes in here. The problem is, we're just not role-playing people. So this sat on the shelf unplayed for many years. We played with the story cubes because that's just basically rolling dice telling a silly story. This kind of turns this into a bigger game, but I don't know. We just never did it. It just never happened. So you know what? Let's get rid of this. Someone else can enjoy it. Oh, Cosmic Factory. So this was a prize. This was a prize, so that I did not pay anything for this. I always intended to play it. It's a real-time, like kind of like space pattern building game that sounded fun. I'm not a huge real-time game player, but this is like some sort of tiling, and I guess the real-time supposedly wasn't real stressful, but it just sat on the shelf unplayed for so many years. There's even an unboxing of this on my channel if you want to watch that. But you know what? It's time to go. Oh boy. Next we have Skate Summer. I didn't think this game was that bad. I probably didn't think it was that good either, but it was fun. Someone in our family did not like this game. Someone in our family had a very bad experience playing this game. And I believe we got this for free because that person worked for that company briefly. So, Skate Summer, somebody else might enjoy it. Time to go. All right, so here we have... I had high hopes for this because this is Let's Dig for Treasure. We have Let's Summon Demons, which is fantastic. We play that all the time. So Let's Dig for Treasure was kind of a push your luck game in that same line, and it just didn't quite do it for us. I'd play it again, but it's just kind of taking up room on the shelf. So you know what? Time to go. All right, so here is Tiny Epic Galaxies Blast Off. This was another one that I kind of got from it wasn't a Secret Santa sort of thing. It was a gift exchange Christmas thing. I don't know. It's just really not my type of game. Again, I always intended to play it, but I never did. It was just sitting on the shelf, gathering dust. So, you know what? Somebody might really enjoy this. Goodbye, Tiny Epic Galaxies. Oh gosh, this is a big one. This one kind of hurts because this is Lizard Wizard. This is in the background of most of my videos. You can tell because it's usually like has a bunch of glare on it, so you can't see what it is. Anyway, the thing with Lizard Wizard is it's a fantastic game. However, it's basically Raccoon Tycoon. Almost exactly, with a few added things. Like that kind of make the game longer, and I think maybe that's why this would never come off the shelf over Raccoon Tycoon. So it's a great game, and it kind of hurts me a little bit to get rid of it because I love the art, I love the production, I love the game. It's just we have another game that does almost the exact same thing. So unfortunately, it's going to have to go. All right, so here we have Mystery of the Temples. This is not a bad game. This is actually a really fun game where you're kind of like building these little patterns on these cards with these little crystals. and it's fun. It just never comes off the shelf anymore. We played it, quite a few times when we first got it. So I just think it's time to go. Here we have Shaky Manor. This is a really unique game. I just don't think anybody, well, not anybody, but some people didn't like it. You have these little rooms, and it's kind of a real-time dexterity game where, like, it'll say, like, get the spider in the red room and the eyeball in the yellow room, and don't have the snake with the cube or whatever. So you're kind of like shaking this little thing around, trying to meet the condition first. I think we got this pretty cheap because there is some box damage, but that does not affect the game at all. It's fun. It's just maybe not our type of game anymore. Okay, so Dream Crush I had high hopes for too, because I love the aesthetic of this. I love the idea of this. We're kind of like trying to like pick a, like there's like people, actual photographs. One of them's Elijah Wood, and you're like, it's kind of like a mystery date sort of thing, but it wasn't quite the game I wanted it to be. There was a little too much like free form, like not really like structure to, like you could just pick anything you wanted. It'd probably be better for someone who would be willing to like kind of play up a character. Like, this is the type of thing that I want. That doesn't make any sense, but this ultimately, unfortunately, was not the game for us. Oh look, it's Skull Canyon Ski Fest. This is a fine game. It's just a little, there was some issues with it, and we already have Ticket to Ride, and this didn't really add anything other than like fiddliness and a slight amount of complexity, I guess. So, time to go. So here, I don't know if anybody's gonna want this copy of Chew Cases of the FDA. It's not a great game. It's a small deck of cards. It probably takes up this much of the box. I don't know why this is in such a good box, big box. I really like the comic. The game is barely anything to do with the comic. There's another game coming up that's very similar to this coming up, but we're never gonna play it. Ashes, Rise of the Phoenixborn. This was actually a friend of mine's. I know they've re-released it in the second edition. This is the first edition. The art is gorgeous. The game is just not the type of game we play. It is a, kind of like a Magic the Gathering type of battling game that uses like dice as a resource. It's fine, but it's just not our type of game. So time to go. All right, so then we have Concept. It's not bad. I don't love it. It's, kind of like a 20 questions type game, but it uses a board. We're trying to get someone to guess a phrase. It's kind of a party-ish game. I don't know. I don't mind playing it. I just don't ever really want to play it. Oh boy, here's History. This is a gorgeous game. Beautifully produced. Kind of like simultaneous selection game about putting on a play, and then you adjust what the king wants. It was fun when we played it. For whatever reason, it's been years. It's been sitting on the shelf for years. And we've never pulled it off the shelf to play it. So hopefully we can get this into someone's hands who will play it, because it is a fun game. All right, so here's Catan Jr. This was one of the first games we bought when we started going to GrandCon. I don't think this is a bad game. I think this is a good game. I think our kids are just too old for it at this point. But I actually like it, so I would play this game, even though it's a children's game. I will be sad that there will be no more goats eating Cheddar Bay biscuits. If you know, you know. Here is the Aquacorn Cove. This is a cooperative family weight sort of game where you're trying to clean up the ocean. One of our children did not like this. There's really not a win or loss condition. It's kind of like how well you did. There was some weird rules questions that I tried to clarify that just never quite got clarified on Board Game Geek. Finn really liked these books by this artist. But it didn't really work for us, unfortunately, so goodbye, Aquacorn Cove. Elder Sign was a Secret Santa gift. I don't dislike this game, but I don't really feel the need to keep it. It's kind of like, in the Lovecraft universe, but it's a dice rolling game, and I found it very difficult. Like, I've never even come close to winning this game. So I know it's a popular game, so hopefully somebody else can, play it and have fun with it. It just wasn't coming off the shelf for me. Okay, so here's Slide Quest. This is, for our family, Argument the Game, where you are kind of cooperatively trying to move your little guy along a path, and it just evolved into arguments for us, where you're not pushing it, you need to push that, no, you do that, no, it just wasn't that fun to play, unfortunately. It's a clever game, just didn't really work for us. Wow, here's Scott Pilgrim's precious little card game. This was another GrandCon purchase many years ago. I think we played it once. It's not a great game. I don't think it's a horrible game. It's basically a card game. Again, a game that you could probably have like one deck of cards for. This box is too big. It barely feels like there's anything in here. I don't know. I like the Scott Pilgrim stuff. This game just was kind of eh. Boy, here's a game I don't like. It's Pass Tally. This is a game where we talked about this in our GrandCon, or our Gen Con video recently. It came from Pandasaurus when Missy worked there, and you are like creating these connections and then stacking them up and scoring points, and I can't see it. I played it where I put down a tile, and then I said, okay, well, how did I do? How many points did I get? I have no idea. I had a hard time seeing this game. I never want to play it again. Oh, this one, The Wizards Wanted, is such a good game. It's so fun. Like the little pink crystals, and you're walking around and doing quests and teleporting and gathering stuff, and it's fun. It just never gets played. This is one of those rare, like, mass market Mattel games that was really, really good. It's just not getting played, so it needs to move on. Oh, well, here's a twofer. We have these two Villainous boxes. I don't think this was quite the game for us either. We never even played anything in this one. We played this one. I don't know. It felt like it was really long. I don't really care about the Disney princess villain stuff. Other people in this household might care about it more than me. It just a combination of not really being our type of game, and it just was never getting played. So these two Villainous boxes, time to go. All right, next we have Spy Club. This is a really fun game. This is a sort of detective-style card game that I think is meant to be played with families. We've played through it twice. There is more to like explore because there's kind of branching paths when you play it every time. It can be slightly different. I just think we've been through it twice, and I think that's enough. Hopefully someone else will enjoy it. Oh boy, here's Boom Bang Gold. This is like a speed dexterity game. We were kind of throwing like this dynamite and trying to flip these tiles in a box. It's a fun concept. It's just speed dexterity games, especially for Finn, who this game was a gift for. He never really did very good. I think it just frustrated him more than anything. So, Boom Bang Gold, time to go. Here's Darwinauts. This is not a bad game, but it's maybe not a great game either. The art is gorgeous. Like, the production is very good. We played it, and I just don't think we're going to play it again. So, time to go. So here's a lot of pieces. This is one of the worst boxes. But this is Click Clack Lumberjack. This is a fun dexterity type game where you're building like the tree and you're trying to like use this little axe to knock the bark off, score some points. This was like the Kickstarter edition. I know there's been some like this was a reprint. Yeah, Korea board game. So like there's another version of this from Korea. And then this was Mayday. I think there was a little bit of controversy about the way Mayday was treating this game or reprinting this game without crediting the publisher. But anyway, so it was fun. It's just we're not playing it. Okay, here is Scooby-Doo Escape from Haunted Mansion. This is an escape room game. It was really fun. We had a great time with this. It's one of those games you only play through once. I don't know why we still have it. We probably should have gotten rid of it years ago. The best thing is if you can get 5 people together, so you're each playing one of the Scooby Gang, and they all have their own little parts to read in the book. It was super fun. It takes a little bit longer than a normal escape room game. There's like a breaking point where you can stop and pick it up. It's really fun. Hopefully we can get this into the hands of somebody who will play it. Oh, the rival networks. I love the networks. I didn't love the rival networks. The networks is fine enough at 2 players. This was just kind of, it stripped too much out of it. And it kind of had this weird thing where you would see the same, every card that's in the game every time you played it. Whereas the other ones, there's bigger decks, so you never know exactly what you're going to see. This just wasn't what I was looking for in a sort of kind of a distilled down networks game. Oh well, maybe somebody will enjoy it more than I did. Paper Tales is a weird one. I think we got this on discount too somewhere. It's not a bad drafting game. It just, we have other drafting games that I enjoy more, and this one just literally never comes off the shelf. So you know what? Why take up space on the shelf? Let's get it out of here. Oh, well, in relation to that last Harry Potter game that I mentioned earlier, this is the expansion. We never played the expansion because we never actually finished the campaign of the first one. So why would we keep this when we're not keeping the other one? Okay. This is another horrible box. This is a mass market game. I played this with Grayson a lot when he was younger. It's Marvel Avengers Slide Strike Battle Game. This is essentially a Stratego variant, so I think it's actually fun. I like this game, but I don't know. I think we've probably just aged out of this. But I hate to say aged out because it's still just like a Stratego variant. I don't know. I think we just played it out. We played enough of it, and it's super cheap. Like the components are cheap. It uses just generic Marvel artwork. It's going to be super cheap in our garage sale if you want to come grab it. Okay, so this one is unfortunate. This is Heroes Wanted, and we have all of the expansions. Most of them are in here. I don't think these fit in there. This is an interesting superhero game where you kind of draft a superhero, like the top half and the bottom half, and you do that with the villains, so they kind of have mixed up powers every time. And it wasn't bad exactly. I feel like maybe we have better superhero games at this point. It was a little fiddly maybe, and the villains were a little on rails, so you could kind of, it wasn't as unpredictable as maybe something like the deck builder Marvel Legendary. I don't know. It's not a bad game. There's so much content for it, so hopefully someone else will give it a try. Bubbly Pop. I think Missy got this free at Dice Tower Con one year. It's basically one of those app games where you're shooting up bubbles and trying to make combinations, and then they pop, and then you score points. I played this a bunch with Finn. I think nobody else in the family played this with me. Gonna get rid of this one because he doesn't have the desire to play it, and I would, but if he's not playing it with me, then nobody is. Well, here's that other comic book game I talked about, Lock and Key. Another card game that basically has nothing to do with the comic. IDW just kind of slapped the artwork from the comic onto a card game. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible, but you know what? Time to go. Oh, I hate getting rid of this. This is Dreamwell. I love the art. I love this artist's work. It took us a long time to play this for the first time. And it's not that it's a bad game. It's just kind of nothing special. If this doesn't sell, I wouldn't. It's fine keeping it because I like the art so much. But if someone would like to buy it and have some enjoyment out of it, that'd be fantastic. Fairy Tile. This was another one I think we won in a contest. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't know that everyone who I played it with enjoyed it as much as I do. It's kind of like a competitive tile-laying game where you're trying to create patterns, finish quests. I think it's cute. It's just not getting played. I kind of played it. I kind of tried to play it with a bunch of different people, and nobody really liked it as much as I did. So, oh well, time to go. 8 Minute Empire was a game that was given to us, and it's fine. I know there's probably better versions of this or this system that Red Raven Games has put out. I just don't see us playing it any time ever. So, oh well. Fort. This was another one that we won in a contest. I don't think it's necessarily a bad game. It just did not click with me. It has the whole thing where you are following an action, and I don't know. I had a hard time like paying attention on other people's turns, and then thinking about my upcoming turn. And it just, I don't know. It didn't flow the way I wanted it to. So, time to go, Fort. Oh, Pixel Legends. Honestly, I don't remember much about this game. I think we got it cheap when Deepwater Games took over Zafty Games when they went out of business, and then now Deepwater's gone out, and that's a whole thing. So, it's kind of like a video game, like dungeon crawl thing in a card game. It was fine, but whatever. Get it out of here. Oh, Fire in the Library. I don't think this is a bad game per se. It's just not the game for me, because this is a push your luck game where you're trying to get the books out of the library. The problem with me is I like pushing my luck, and when you push your luck in this game, it ruins it for everyone, and then the game ends. So yeah, it didn't quite work the way I like to play a push your luck game. Okay, so I kind of sad to get rid of this because this is Three Little Pigs. We played this a lot. This is a dice rolling game where you are building up the pig houses. It's obviously meant to be played with children. I think this is a really good game. It's just, we played a lot of it when the kids were younger, and I think it's just time to move on because nobody's looking to play it these days. Oh boy, here's Dia Monsters. I feel like this was on a cull pile before, and we decided to keep it. So I don't know how that happened. It's a tiny little card game. This box is way too big. I guess it's technically in the Machi Koro universe because our deluxe Machi Koro has the Dia Mines in it with these little creatures on it. So it's not a bad card game. It's a fine card game, but it's not getting played. We have better card games. I think, okay, so Finn got this as a Christmas or birthday gift. This is called Wobbly Worms. It's basically a Jenga variant, but like the pieces are kind of like textured and plastic, so it's definitely like not as precise as Jenga. It's fine. We played it a bunch when Finn was younger. It's just, who's looking to play Jenga, and especially a weird variant where it's maybe even more difficult. But oh well. Goodbye. Well, Memoir is like super memory, and I'm really bad at it. Where there's a bunch of cards and you're trying to remember and stuff is moving and goals are shifting, and oh boy was I horrible at this. I don't think really anybody in the family liked this that much. It's not that I hated it, it's just I was awful at it. So goodbye, Memoir. Alright, so if you watched our GrandCon video, these were featured in it. I keep saying, yes, Gen Con. I keep saying GrandCon. This is the GrandCon video. These two right here are like party games where you act out a scene or talk out a scene. I don't know. They're still sealed. Never going to play them. One Night Ultimate Vampire. I think we probably got this cheap somewhere. I like One Night Ultimate Werewolf. I was like, oh, the vampire version will be good. It wasn't that good, unfortunately. So nobody's gonna play. Like, if we're looking for a social deduction game, we're gonna pick something else before this. Oh, Sleeping Queens. You know what? We did a video recently about back to school games, and you know what? This is a perfect game for younger children to work on their math. This is a very good game for young kids. It's just my kids aren't young anymore. So let's get this into the hands of someone with a younger child, and it's really fun. I guess we have one of these little Grand Gamers Guild escape rooms. This is the Easter themed one. I usually just give these away. This one was still on the shelf, apparently, after we've gone through it, because you only go through them once. It's fun. These games are really fun, so somebody else can play this one. Okay. Here's Smile. I wanted to like Smile more than I did. It's basically like a no thanks variant. The problem is we also have No Thanks, and I think No Thanks is brilliant in its simplicity. This just, we don't need both, and it's just not as good for whatever reason. And you know, so we're never gonna pick this over No Thanks. So goodbye, Smile. Here is Beastie Bar. I did not like this game. I'd heard such good things about it. I think we got this on a sale too. Kind of a game where you're manipulating a line, trying to get the best score, and it just did not work for me. Like, I could not figure out how to get anything to score. I think I scored like 0. Like, I just did not work for me. I could not figure it out, and I no longer want to try to figure it out. Okay, this is interesting. This is Fishy Tactics. This is a game that came off of Kickstarter. The age says 4+, and I kind of think that maybe it's aimed at 4-year-olds, which my kids were 4-year-olds at one time. This box has some damage, but you don't really need the box. I think it's just kind of a storage box, because there's a little bag here and a cloth mat. It's kind of just a game where you're rolling a die and like trying to get like fish into your like little fishing area, and there's a crocodile that moves around, and you can eat the fish when people are trying to get them into their area. It's a cute little game for kids. Hopefully it's obscure too, and I like obscure games, but it's just not going to get played anymore, and hopefully somebody will get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Dig Down Dwarf is a fine game. I kind of grabbed this when Grayson was really into like crystals and gems, and because there's a lot of crystals and gems in this. It's a fun game, kind of a dice rolling, like a Yahtzee type game. Where you're trying to make combinations, get gems. It's fine. It's just not ever getting played. So let's get it out of here. These were also in our GenCon video. These are more like game design, like things to help you design games, like help give you ideas and stuff. They are sealed. I don't consider myself a game designer, so I kind of have no use for these. Maybe somebody will. Boy, so here's another game that was given to us. This is Cryptid Urban Legends. There might be a game that's fun here. I could not figure it out. It's so obtuse, so just, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. I think I put $1 on this. If somebody wants to get this for $1, if somebody wants this for free to try to figure it out, they can have it. But I do not ever want to play it again. Okay, so here's the thing. This has been on the cult pile for a while. This is a little Haba stacking game called Stapeli, which I believe is German for stack. So it's just literally called Stack. If this doesn't sell, I'm keeping this, because I like this little stupid game. It's kind of a game where there's a mule and everyone's stacking their sticks in like a sugar cube on top of the mule. Very simple stacking game. Barely anything to it, but I think it's cute, and I think it's kind of weird and unique. But again, if nobody buys this, I'm keeping it. I don't care. Oops. All right, so here is Cat Box. This somehow made it through a previous call. I don't know why we still have it. We have not played it since then. It's kind of a game where you're just trying to like have a majority of colors, and everyone's just kind of laying these cards like in a tile, like tiles. It's fine. I don't know why we kept it the first time, because nobody's played it since. All right, here is Friedman Freese's Fancy Feathers. I don't know what's going on with this game. I appreciate that Friedman Freese tries different things. This just was very much not all that interesting. So I do not think we'll ever play that again. Okay, so here I attach these together. This is Sprawlopolis and Agropolis. These are well-regarded games. There's a ton of expansions in here, including the expansion where you can put them together. I tried playing these so many times, and it was only ever frustrating to me. I never played them with more than one player. I don't know. Just like something about like these scoring conditions, it just did not click for me. I was unable to successfully enjoy this game. Hopefully someone else will, because I'm ready to get it out of here. Okay, so we have here Pulp Invasion. And you know what? I might as well pick up Pulp Detective here too. These are solo games by Todd Sanders. I like some Todd Sanders games. I love the aesthetic of these games. This one is kind of a card game where you're trying to solve a case. I mean, the themes are barely there, but I love this art. This one is like a bag builder sort of game where you're trying to like explore planets and build your super weapon or whatever. They were a little too out there for me. That I didn't understand how to do well enough to keep them, so maybe someone else will enjoy it. This one has expansions in it too. This one has it unplayed, so it's not even out of the box. Is that it? Is that everything? Okay, so those are all the games that we're clearing out of our shelves. Like I said earlier, I didn't really make too many tough decisions. These were all pretty easy games to let go. Either because we didn't enjoy them, someone didn't enjoy them, or they just weren't getting played. So we freed up a little bit of space. So if you are going to GrandCon, go to the garage sale, check some of these games out. They're going to be good deals on all of them. And if you see me at GrandCon, I have new stickers. We have a new logo sticker, and we have the Ben KCMD board sticker. Fancy, huh? These are kind of like tests, so quantities are limited. If you see me there, say hi. Buy one of the games I'm getting rid of. All right, well, that wraps up this epic culling video. And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye.